Yo guys, what's going on? I'm here to make a video about the progress we've made so far on stream. But first, I wanted to show you guys this. So I grew this pumpkin. You may have seen in the first video, it was actually hanging in the air. I was like trimming around it. It was recently ready. Here, you can actually see there's a scar in the video. Right there, look at that. See that scar? Yeah. I also had longer hair for a sec. It'll get back. But anyways, this video here is to talk about a little bit about the how I've been cleaning up the garden recently. So I don't know, this pumpkin got cut, that vine had to get cut down, got some peppers and stuff. It's kind of getting cooler, some things are dying off, but overall it's still going strong. But yeah, in a similar sense, we're talking about cleaning things up. Gotta clean up my trading act. That's what the stream's been about for the past few days. So the problem is that if you guys have been tuning in, the market moves too fast for me for the short-term periods that I actually like to trade. So what happens is I'll enter a trade and then it'll be green for a brief period of time, and I go and I'm like, should I hit close? And in that time I need to decide, it's already moved. So a lot of times those trades could have been winning, and I've waited too long. I get a little greedy or a little emotional. I'm like, oh no, maybe it'll be better. Or if I go close it now, will I don't know, lose out on money. I guess, yeah, that's a lot of it, but really a lot of times it's like, is it worth it for how long I've been in the market to accept the trade now, or should I try to push it further? And a lot of times the reality is it was worth it. I should just close out of the trade because I'm going to lose if I keep doing what I'm doing. So far on stream, I think you guys have seen I've lost about 15 accounts, a couple PA accounts, mostly eval accounts, but the goal here is to actually program the strategy and automate my system so that it removes my emotions or my uncertainty from my actual trading. That way we can see if it actually works, my algorithm and thought process on the actual trades. So, show you guys the code we got in the background real quick. I'm going to just move this back over here. But yeah, so you guys who've been tuning in have seen we've been working a little bit with ChatGPT, but mostly in NinjaTrader we have our Ninja script editor. More often than that, we're using Visual Studio, and so in here we're just like, messing around with the code, trying to think of what parameters we should adjust, what might be helpful, and what we need to keep track of. On stream, so we've successfully started to actually make this strategy. We got it connected to NinjaTrader, and it was actually loaded into NinjaTrader on our charts. We could see it was loading it. The issue we first ran into, though, was normally the strategies, they operate fully on their own, and so you hit start and enable them, and then they'll enter when they want to enter and close or manipulate the trade and position however they need to see, or however they see fit, But in our case, we wanted to manually enter, and then from there actually go and have the strategy manage the position. So why this is different is because NinjaTrader is built with the idea that if you're manually entering, you're manually managing. And so they have a clear distinction between the strategy and the actual manual management of trades. So we had to figure out how to actually trigger our strategy and let it know that the trade happened when we manually enter, and then capture those details for use in the strategy. That was something we finally got in NinjaTrader. It was actually really easy. So it was just a couple lines of code just to figure out that most recent trade that we just entered. This we'll probably have to expand upon and flesh out a bit more for a more robust use case later on, but for right now, this finds our trades just fine. The next thing that we really wanted to focus on was actually adding the stop and limit management. So in order to do that, we need to, first find the entry point that we had and the quantity and whether or not we're buying and selling, and then from there, our goal is to have our strategy using those values along with maybe some of like the point values we see on charts, determine where the stops and limits should be set. That's the next step for us. We are not yet there. That's very soon on stream we're going to be working on that. But yeah, that's a little bit more straightforward than actually figuring how to get the trades tracked through NinjaTrader, because it's just math at that point and not trying to figure out the actual inner workings of the trade platform itself. So for the order management, I was just saying something about points. The goal for us is to have it just use the points when determining the limits and stops and the adjustments of the open position, with the idea that if we just use the points and we don't actually have it specifically... Sorry, when I say points, I should clarify really quick before I continue. I'm talking about the points on the NinjaTrader chart. So like when we're looking at a chart like this, let's see if I can get the sim account going, and it's still running. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hit... Oh shoot, I almost did that on my main account. I'm just going to hit sell.
Order filled.
So when I'm talking about points in NinjaTrader, I'm actually talking about these points right here. So regardless of what asset you're trading, on which instrument you're looking at for the chart, these points, you know, it'll always show you like +1, -1, +2, -2, etc. If we follow those same points, we can abstract our algorithm and apply it to any other one we want. Instead of just relying on it on the MNQ, we could then take it and apply it to any others, even other markets like crypto and stuff like that.
Order
So
filled.
close that sim account, so it doesn't really matter here. Yeah, so that is the goal for us over the next few streams, few days. Eventually we're going to get this up and running, be able to test our strategies, see how effective they are, and scale that. So if you're looking forward to seeing some cool programming and scaling up some trading, stay tuned and hopefully I can deliver. And if not, feel free to laugh at me and tell me what I'm doing wrong along the way, and we will grow, you know? But we'll get there. I won't give up. All right. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. And until next time, as we're doing all this, I've been tracking my stuff on a website that I've been working on called WSOPropTrading.com. And so this really was supposed to just act as like a trading journal for myself and whoever else wanted to, any of my friends or anyone who joins. So the idea here is, you know, I've been keeping track of my trades, the rise and falls, as well as days of not trading and what's been going on with that. So if you guys are interested in reading about my journey along the way, keeping track with me, feel free to check it out or even join in and create your own journal. The goal here with this website is to make it a community type of website for everyone to learn about trading, you know, share their ideas, what worked, what didn't work. So if you feel like you want to learn or have stuff to share, you're more than welcome to stop by. So yeah, guys, thanks for stopping by, and I'll catch you in the next video. See you.